If Bernie were to win the presidency, he would become the oldest American president ever. Yes, and I mean that literally. He was born a few months before George Washington. But don't let Bernie's age fool you. This guy is as feisty as ever. Just look at how he responded to Howard Schultz threatening the Democratic Party.
Howard Schultz has now said he would not run as an independent if the Democrats nominate a moderate.
Isn't that nice? Why is Howard Schultz on every television station in this country? Why are you quoting Howard Schultz? Because he's a billionaire.
Yo, I've missed Bernie so much. Are you kidding me? That was fun. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, isn't that nice? Because every other politician would respond to that answer in like a politician-y way. They'd be like, well, I believe Howard Schultz entering the race would be irresponsible. At this time, Bernie's just like, Howard Schultz can run for president of my ass. So Bernie's in the race, people. He's officially in the race, and he joins what is probably the largest Democratic primary field in modern history. Just look at all those faces. Look at all those faces. Huh? You could have a different Democrat for every month of the year. And can I be honest? I'll be honest with you. One of the things I've really enjoyed so far is some of the scandals that have plagued the Democratic candidates. Because with Trump, his scandals are so massive and exhausting. It's like sex with a porn star, conflicts of interest, corruption in his cabinet. It's been refreshing to have old school silly scandals again, you know? Just like, yeah, you know, old school politics. For instance, did you guys know that Kirsten Gillibrand eats chicken wrong?
The lighthearted gaffe from a fellow Democratic contender for the presidency. This is Kirsten Gillibrand in South Carolina. You know, in New York, you eat pizza with your hands. Well, in South Carolina, don't get caught eating the local delicacy, fried chicken, the wrong way.
Wow, that's really good. Sure. Do we use our fingers or forks for the chicken?
Grab your chicken.
You guys use the fingers. Okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't want to be missed.
Yep, that shows you the difference between the Democrats and Donald Trump. Trump grabs the pussy, Democrats will ask permission just to touch their food. Do I have your active consent to put my hand on this chicken thigh? Can I do that? And look, I don't think it's a big deal, but I do think it's weird that she had to ask, how do you eat fried chicken? Like, what other questions is she gonna ask about on the campaign trail? So when I kiss the baby, do I use tongue? How does this work? So Gillibrand has a fried chicken scandal. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris is facing questions about her drug use, but not the questions you might expect.
Well, Kamala Harris, who is currently a senator from the great state of California, was on The Breakfast Club.
She talked about smoking pot and the music she listened to when she was in college. Listen to this.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. I mean, was it in college?
Uh-huh.
What were you listening to when you was high? What was on? What song was it?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac, for sure.
Okay, that's kind of odd. In 1986, she graduated college, but in 1991 is when Tupac Shakur ended up being so popular, and that was when his first album was released. So that was 5 years later. In 1993 is when Snoop Dogg emerged. That's when his first album was released. So I'm not too sure that she remembered the musicians as well.
Fox News is priceless, man. Because, like, every day President Trump will come out and say some crazy shit like, Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK. And they're like, well, the truth, we'll never know for sure. I mean, nobody knows. Then Kamala says she got high while listening to Snoop in college, and suddenly they're the Robert Muellers of hip-hop. They're just like, we've called every medical school in the country, and they have no record of a Dr. Dre. What's going on here? So just to recap what the scandal is here. Kamala said she smoked weed in college, and then she said she listened to Snoop Dogg when she smoked weed, but Snoop Dogg's album didn't come out until later on. Yeah, but I get why it can be confusing for her, because whenever anyone smokes weed, they hear Snoop Dogg. That's just what happens. When the first caveman tried weed, he inhaled and he was like, la da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. It's true, that's just how it works. Snoop Dogg plays out of a vape pen whenever you smoke, all right? Just like how you hear Kid Rock whenever you crack open a Natty Nice. Or how you hear Maroon 5 when you're completely sober. That's what happens. But maybe the most shocking scandal roiling the Democratic Party right now is that Cory Booker is a healthy eater.
First off, if Cory Booker became president, America would have its first vegan president.
So is 2020 Democratic contender Cory Booker trying to impart his vegan, animal-free diet on the rest of us? He says that eggs, he discovered, do not align with his spirit.
Eggs do not align with his spirit? That sounds like a really classy way of saying eggs give me diarrhea. Cory Booker's walking out of the bathroom like, you might want to give that a minute. I had a spiritual crisis in there. But look, I don't even understand how this is on the news. I say if Cory Booker wants to be a vegan president, he should go for it. His diet choices are his business. They don't affect anyone else. Or at least, that's what I thought.
Good luck running for president trying to take away meat.
Are Democrats really trying to take the White House on a platform of banning meat?
He wants to be the most powerful person in the world, and he wants to impose his meat rationing on the rest of us. When you're eating a steak and you go, nom, 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 that is so delicious. What does Cory Booker counter that with?
So lock your freezers, save your meat now. You may need it. It will be very valuable, a great investment for years to come.
Oh, man. You know, I'll tell you that. I feel so bad for people who take Fox News seriously. It's gonna be so much work because they're always telling you, like, the Democrats are coming for your shit. You gotta stockpile a lifetime supply of meat. You've gotta stockpile guns. You've gotta keep your fossil fuels, your Bibles, American flags, Confederate statues. There must be one closet at your house that's just chaos, complete chaos. Fox News is like reverse Marie Kondo. Just put everything in your house as long as it sparks rage.